Holy crap, you guys came to see what I would do? You came? Okay, if you don't know who I am, I'm Fish from the Ridingfish channel, obviously. And don't mind this, these are notes. These are actually not like actual notes, but I wrote on the papers notes that I needed. But I wanted to tell you guys, if I was to build something similar to this, if it came to me and said, Fish, what is your idea that we should do to the Sport Chief or make a Sport Chief fish style? Let me be honest with you guys. They're close, but I would do things different. Okay, first of all, I would probably figure out a way to take the Power Plus motor and make it a little smaller. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I heard that they just don't have a spot for the radiator, which if you do look here, I don't know how you would make a radiator there very aesthetic, because it's a big ass radiator. The Scout isn't air cooled. Oh, this goes in here, this gets pushed in. Anyway, whatever. I got a big oversized, but there's a radiator. They did a pretty good job, but it's also not a tubular frame. That's like the cast iron frame. This is tubular, so it's wide open for all the good stuff. But yeah, okay, so let's start off. I'd keep the suspension. Sport bike technology, inverted front forks, all the good stuff, I'd keep that in the front. Coming back, I'd keep the T-bars. I'd keep the T-bars. I'd probably raise them up just a tiny bit. I would cut in the gas tank and make a 4 3/4 gallon gas tank that would go in there. I would then put the Power Plus freaking ripper on here with a 2-into-1. Obviously they would have EPA things, I'd figure it out, I don't know. And I would prefer to have a monoshock. I'm such a huge fan of the Fox monoshock that the Challenger has versus this one versus these ones. And these are Indian Motorcycles piggyback adjustable, and those are Fox Racing piggyback adjustable. But I prefer the monoshock, preferably. I mean, that's what I would do. I would turn that up. That's exactly what I would freaking do. So the bags, I'd probably keep the bags a little similar, maybe even drop them just a tiny bit. I would definitely do cap extenders and raise the cap here, raise the back just a little bit. The front is important because I was grinding the pegs quite a bit. Maybe would it be possible to do like, are those considered mids that are on there? I think they're considered mids, or are they forward controls? That's forward. These might be mids. Either way. So yeah, that's what I would do to if I was to make a motorcycle that was in the same formula as this. I'm just a huge fan of monoshock in the rear. The travel is always a little bit more, but damn, look at that bike. Woo. Shout out to my boys at TNA for the carbon fiber, and BC Customs that painted this. If you are new to the channel, go check it out. But like, anyway, yeah, I'll probably put some carbon fiber on here too. Like, dang, throw some carbon fiber. I mean, don't let Fish build it, because we're blowing budgets. We're blowing budgets and people taking second mortgages out to get this bike. So anyway, that's what I would do. I think that would be freaking sick. I think the fat tire is good. I think we're good with that already. I'm good with that size ratio. Yeah, mirrors, maybe still throw some mirrors on there. So guys, it's dirty because I did 1,000 miles basically. So I haven't washed it. I should wash it though, but I haven't washed it, because how can you ride and wash at the same time? Like this in. All right, if you guys are new to this channel, you guys know that I'm all about fun, adventure, community, all the good stuff. And obviously I can build really dream expensive bikes for this platform. What would you guys do different? God, you guys, I'm looking right into the sun. Here's the thing, this video is short because I said I was just going to talk about it, but I do a full 1,001 mile review. I've already dropped that video. It is on the channel. Go watch it. You can see what I think about the 2025 Sport Chief RT and the Sport Chief, the things I would change, everything that this is, what I thought about it. Yeah, it's got to go watch it. You got to go watch it. And then this video was talking about if I was to build that myself, how would I do it? If I could just like wave a magic wand, because Obviously, I can't build anything. I've helped build some badass bikes, looked at them, helped ideas, you know, with my friends. We've done some cool stuff, but what would you do if you were to build this platform? Do you agree with the inverted front forks and the dual brakes? Do you agree with monoshock versus, or do you like the dual, I forget what these are. This is just a dual, like old style exhaust, I don't know, or not exhaust, suspension. What do you prefer, air cooled or liquid cooled? This is a beautiful looking and sounding motorcycle, not gonna lie. The way the Power Plus operates and rides, what I'm used to and I enjoy the most. So that's why I picked the Power Plus for this. Yeah, here's the other thing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys for a second. Look at the angle of these shocks. Look at that angle, okay? Even, to be honest with you, even the angle of these, look at this angle. All right, so with this angle here, guys, here's the thing. One reason why Dynas are a little bit more popular than these is the stunting world. With the angle like that, when they compress, they push, deliver power to the rear and slingshots it forward, right? That is the truth. So that's why when you see the Harleys and they're like here to here, right? They're almost up and down. What happens is it compresses and slingshots it this way. That is one of the reasons why you don't see these getting freaking stunted. Now, I have done, I'm gonna not lie, that 131 freaking Sport Chief by TNA Customs that he has, I have pulled the front wheel off that bad boy. Sick. So anyway, that's what I would do. You tell me what you think about everything I have said. Power Plus, liquid cooled, somehow you hide there has to be a way. These guys are smart people. There has to be a freaking way to put a radiator, but that'd be sick. So monoshock, Power Plus, same front end. I really like that. I'm good with that. The monoshock does allow the angle to be a little different, which, by the way, I just saw the other day that, is it Kraus? I think Kraus made an adapter to where you can now move this to here. You know, they say it's for better. I say it's for better.
The bike, so we built this fender strut. What it does is it moves the shock position. Usually it's here. We moved it to here. What that does is jack up the rear of the bike and straighten the shock angle so the shock can work better. We went to Fox and they got us a set of their aftermarket fully adjustable piggyback shocks, and these things just work killer. So in conjunction with our new strut and the shock angle, the geometry of the bike, getting the bike off the ground, tipping it forward a little bit, making the bike a little more agile because of the neck angle, getting more ground clearance. This bike just rips, it handles amazingly. I'm super happy with it. It's got
All right, guys, that's what I would do if I had all the budget in the world to make everybody take second mortgages out, because I bet it would be expensive. I don't know. Anyway, what do you guys think? God. Whew. I'm a pretty lucky dude and Spicy's not even here. All right, guys, ride hard, ride fast, and say hi to somebody you don't know. Peace. Ha 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 ha!